Hello everybody, this is Monty with Flowers by the Bunch. Today we are going to work on an Easter arrangement. I'm going to start out using a dough bowl, which is one of the really pretty wooden dough bowls we have here in the shop. We actually have this on our Shopify website if anybody's interested, but it's just a really pretty oval dough bowl and it has these wonderful handles on it. It is perfect for an arrangement on your dining room table to be filled with, you could fill it with just about anything. But today I am going to tuck a bunny and we are going to design some silk flowers in this dough bowl. So because this is wooden and I don't want to mess up the wood, I am actually going to use a design bowl. So this is just a green plastic design bowl we have here at the shop. They're very inexpensive and you can order these from a floral design supply company if you were interested, but you can also go and find something at the dollar store for that matter. And then this is just a piece of it's called desert foam, which is just a styrofoam you can make silk flowers in. So I'm going to press that foam right down into my dough bowl and I am going to just tape it into place. I'm just going to tape it in one spot. And I'm going to take a pair of scissors and cut my tape. And this is just going to sit over into my container. Now let me say that if you wanted to do fresh flowers in this same way, you absolutely can using the exact same bowl. All you want to do is use fresh floral foam for fresh flowers. Now fresh floral foam holds water and so it helps to keep your flowers hydrated. Next, what I'm going to do is I have this fun bunny that we had at my house. I've had him for years and I really enjoy using him at Easter. So I'm just going to set my little bunny right down into my dough bowl. You can really put anything, so feel free to be creative with these bowls. Fill it with whatever makes you happy. But today I wanted this to really look like Easter, so I'm going to tuck him in. But I'm going to show you first how to cover this foam so it's easy for you to cover it. I'm going to take just a little bit of this Spanish moss and I'm going to cover my mechanics. So it's always so important that you cover up those mechanics. You don't want to see them. So you can use really any type of moss. You can use a sheet moss, a pretty green sheet moss. You can use Spanish moss. I happen to have Spanish moss on hand, so that's the reason I'm using this Spanish moss. But really just whatever type of moss that you have works. Okay. I'm going to tuck so you can see how I just kind of covered that foam with that moss. I'm going to tuck that right into my dough bowl. And I'm going to place this over here on my table. All right. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this off of my Lazy Susan so it doesn't sway back and forth. So my plans are to take this bunny and to cover up the front of this foam. So you can see how my bunny is really just kind of covering up the front of that foam. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to design this so it kind of comes up and around the bunny, but I kind of need the bunny in place in order to do that. I'm going to start out with some forsythia. So this is artificial forsythia. It is just a silk stem of forsythia, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it and cut it into pieces. So that's one pretty nice stem. I'm going to take my wire snips and I'm going to cut it into two pieces. I'm going to take it and snip it, and I'm just going to press that right into my floral foam. Now I just want it to kind of stick up above that bunny and kind of give us some height. Now what I would do with this bunny is I would put it more, this arrangement I would put more on a sideboard or a buffet. And that way he can be facing forward and you don't have to worry about seeing the back side. So that's why I'm giving it some height here. So I'm just taking my snips and I'm cutting those stems just to cut them down a little bit, and then I'm just pressing it right into that foam, giving it that pretty height there. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the opposite side. Move all these flowers over to a table so you can see exactly what I'm doing. I'm going to take this piece, press it right into my foam. The nice part about using artificial stems is they all have wires, so they will all bend and move however you need them to. Just so nice. All right, so there are just our stems kind of sticking up there. And you could tuck it right behind your bunny. And see how just those blooming branches really look so pretty. Next we are going to come in with some, these are kind of just a little filler branch. I believe that we have these on our website also. So it's just a little filler branch. It's got some little daisies and little filler, a little bit of eucalyptus. So this I'm going to use, and of course I am just making the most simple arrangement. It's not anything fancy, very simple. I'm just going to take and use these branches and just press those into my foam, and they're just going to kind of overflow out the side of that arrangement. Now you can see that I am not gluing things in, and the reason is when I'm making an arrangement for my house, I don't glue things in because I'm probably going to rearrange it again next year. Now if I were doing this for someone else and I were going to sell this arrangement, I would absolutely glue everything in. But because I'm going to do it for my house, I am going to just stick it in, arrange it, enjoy it this season, and it's probably going to come apart and be changed up for next season. So you can absolutely just use foam and design something for you and be able to take it apart and use it for something different. I'm going to take my stem and I'm just pressing it right behind that little bunny. It's hard to see, but it kind of gives us some filler back there. And then our last stem. Always take your tags off of your stems though, so that you don't have a whole bunch of little tags sticking off of them. If you're anything like me, I am the world's worst to forget to take a tag off of something. All right, so there's just our little blooming branches all the way around. Next, I'm going to come in with these pretty peonies. Now, both of these, the forsythia and the little blooming filler branch, we just had here at the shop. We actually have, I believe we have both of those branches on our website along with the dough bowl. This is a blooming bush that I got from a company called David Christopher's. They have really great prices and pretty blooming flowers, faux flowers. So I'm going to take and cut this stem up. I'm going to cut several blooms off the stem, set those to the side, and I am just going to take these and kind of press them around my little bunny. Just kind of fill in just right around my little bunny. And again, you can use any color flowers. It doesn't have to be these pinks and yellows. You can really use just about any color that you would like. Just kind of have fun with it and be creative. I am going to go ahead and use the last 3 stems. And I'm just going to tuck them back here in the back. And it's not necessarily that you're gonna even see them, but if in case you wanted to put this on your dining room table, it's nice to have some blooms on the back. And I'll turn that around and let you kind of see. Just kind of pretty blooms on the back side. Next, I'm going to come in with a little bit of greenery. I've got a couple of these stems of greenery that we had in the back. I believe this greenery came from a company called Floral. So I'm going to take and just cut it into smaller pieces. And I'm just going to kind of nestle it kind of low. Now again, if you wanted to make this to sell or make it to be permanent, all you would do differently is you would just add glue so that it would all stay together. And I'm just taking it and cutting up my stems in just smaller pieces. And I'm throwing them on the floor over there. All right. I'm going to turn it around and look at it real quick. Make sure it's got all the things that I want it to have. Oh, I think it really turned out pretty. So very, very simple. It is pretty on the back side. So you could absolutely put this in the center of your table. I could see even nestling maybe some Easter eggs down in if you wanted to. And then turn it around, and there is our sweet little bunny. So very easy, very simple, yet very fun and wonderful to create a beautiful Easter design. Now, remember that this dough bowl can absolutely be used year-round, where you can design just about anything in it. And you could change out your little figurine if you wanted to, and then all of your colors, and use this as a centerpiece for your dining room table year-round. Guys, thank you for being here. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up. Let us know you enjoyed it and that these videos are useful. If you have any questions or comments or any suggestions about how you'd like to see new videos, or if you'd like to see us design a different type of design in this bowl, we would love to do that for you. So let us know what you'd like to see us design in one of these dough bowls. If you have not already subscribed to our channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button right down below. And if you'll hit that bell, it'll give you notifications for when we have a brand new video. Thanks, guys. Hope you have a great day.